Evening, everyone. I hope each and everyone is doing good. Yes, as usual, as you now know, this is Blacks in Europe TV. We remains the Black Soap. As the Black Soap, every evening, every time, if we have any information, especially for asylum seekers, we need to come and discuss it. So every time you come, all you need to do is to like the video, share the video, drop your comment, because through your comments I can see you and also greet you or read your comments. To maybe if you have any question, if you drop the comment, we can also answer you. The number to call if you have any question is 3510851685. Today we will talk about some of the exposed law about Giorgia Meloni, the new prime minister. And also the most important thing is about the tax return. Tax return. Why do you need to apply for this tax return bonus, or let's call it bonus? Anybody who is working in Italy is qualified to apply for this tax return. It will expire by 30th of September, depending your job. So that's why this video is important. If you are not working and you have a friend, a family member who is working, try to share the video to that person. We will speak about Giorgia Meloni issues and we will go to the tax return because it will expire by 30th. So today is 27th. You have less than 3 days to go to your CAF and request for it. It's very easy and simple. Even though you are in camp, so far as you are working, you can do this particular tax return. So it's very, very important. If you come, share the video, like the video. Is very important because your like will let me know how interesting the video is or how appreciated you guys are on my platform. Now, let's start because today we will just do like 10 minutes video. We will not have long video today. So just share the video. Let's move. Now, let's go to Giorgia Meloni and some of her statement to the France president. And the reason why she is against African migrants, not all migrants, but Africa illegal migrants. According to Giorgia Meloni, is every time you go here say France, Germany, they will say why Italy people they don't want make migrants come the countryside. Why Italy people they block migrants? Why Italy people they maltreat migrants? According to Giorgia Meloni, in message to France president and also the EU boss, he said the problem of Africa people is not like their countryside, food no dey there, or life no dey their country. The problem where Africa people get, where the reason why they come Africa, the first problem na France president, it be one of the first problem, and again the EU. Why Giorgia Meloni? He said the problem why Africans are traveling to Italy is not because we don't get food. Why? He said France people, they need to free Africa. They need to give Africa the 100% freedom. Because now, if you go to Mali, if you go to Burkina Faso, if you go to Cote d'Ivoire, all these French countries, nobody said that they're hungry, say food not there, or things not there. They get everything: cocoa, bauxite, diamond, timber, gold. But yes, sir, their country is bad. He said the problem. Now this France people, UK people, this Europe. He give example. He said for a number one example. Before Muhammad Gaddafi, they alive. Libya, they know they suffer. 90% France people with EU, with America, they get up. They leave their own territory. Now they go Africa. They go put fight for Libya. Now till today, Libya, peace never come. Every day, now Africa, they scatter because of this France and these UK people, these Euro people. So according to Giorgia Meloni, he said, make any EU country no put blame on Italy. Say they no go receive migrants again. If they don't want make migrants come Europe or come Italy, then may they free asylum seekers or may they free Africans. May Africa they get themselves. They do their things on their own. May France people, may they know they interfere anything concerning Africa. May all these UK people, may they know they interfere anything concerning Africa. May America people, may they come out their eye for all the resources where they Africa. If they stop those things, migrants, they don't go travel from Africa to Italy. when they go say Italy people are racist. Because number one, Italians, they know they go Africa, go they drag anything there. The UKs, the Germans, the France, especially France. See where they Mali. Mali people say they don't need una. More na come out for their country. They don't get freedom. Okay, what thing una they do for Mali? Okay, now una don't put war for Mali. All the Malians are running to Libya, from Libya to Italy. So Giorgia Meloni, he said, now he not care. As he don't want the election as a prime minister, he go deal with everybody, not only asylum seekers. And may migrants not see, say maybe if they talk just because he hates migrants. He said he no hate migrants. But the problem is, the EU people, whether they do themselves say they love we the asylum seekers, they are the same people when they destroy the Africa, when make our country, the containers. As Tomboy said, where you gonna run go after making your motherland bitter place to live? So the bitter place where Africa don't be, according to Giorgia Meloni, he said the cause is not Italians, but the problem is EU. EU boss, make him speak to all this France, to UKs, make they come out their hand for African resources. Because imagine, say Ghana, we get one gold area where they call Anglo Gold. Yes, I think the name Anglo Gold Ashanti. Gold where be Ghana own. As me with you, they talk now. Because of all these Americans, because of all these Euro people, the gold, Ghana will not get any percentage inside it. They dig the gold, they mine the gold for Ghana, they go carry and go America. So Giorgia Meloni, he said, make the world, make they leave Africa. As they say, Africa don't get independent. May they let the independent be 100% independent. No be say they are full, una go tifa. They are anything concerning Africa. You go see the UK interfering, you go see the France, especially this France. So Giorgia Meloni, he said he come make any black person no see and say in a racist, in a citizen of Italy, in a madre Christiana. So he won't fight for in country. So he not go expect say another country go Africa, go cause problem for Africa, put war for Africa, finish. If Africa the war can't escalate, the people go come they run, they call Italy. You France, you don't want carry asylum seekers. Germany, you don't want carry. But now go sit down for EU member states, make law. Say, we need to protect human rights. We need to rescue the asylums. If they rescue the asylums, una go leave them for Italy. Because see, sometimes they talk say, person like Giorgia Meloni, person like Matteo Salvini, them, where will I say they do say they against of migrants. If we sit down, study the reason why they talk their talk. If you sit down, listen the message in their words, you can see say it makes sense. Because now, France, you they cause problem for Mali. You they cause problem for all the French countries where they Africa. Okay, now, if war come, you the France, you go say yes, people where they Libya, where they come, may we rescue them. After rescue, you don't want to receive them for your country. Who don't go cause war for the Africa country? Now the migrants go come there their head. Which my people, let's look this thing. You there your house, so you don't go fight. Now one of your area or your neighbor, he go doing fight. Now as if the fight come, instead of them to come arrest the neighbor where go do cause the fight, they arrest you where you there your own where you don't go fight. My people, you agree for that thing? So this is the message of Giorgia Meloni. He said them Italians, they go Libya, they not scatter Libya. They go which country? Eritrea, they not scatter there. So all these countries where they go, them they don't go do anything after they go there. Where they live, they don't live there. Because Libya, he get independent. He can't do things. Libya can't develop. Now this Emmanuel Macron, France president, with Obama them, with EU, Van der Leyen, they organize, now they go, they say they won't go kill Gaddafi because na bad person. While on our way they European, on also they corrupt. After the war escalates now, Everybody they run. If they run, they come. And I say no. Now Syria people we go accept. Now white all this white country where war they. But the secret destroying of Africa where una they do. The Africa people una go dump them for Italy. Because look, the EU people, if they do law, all the law where they do, you go say the law, in they favor France, in they favor Germany, in they favor Holland, them, Italy, they go come they feel the pain. They go they see Italy, say Italy no be any country. But those who they read, they know say Italy now the third biggest economy for Europe here, where they be one of the people where say that the whole Europe economy. Before euro, the currency euro stand. Now Italy person, which is Mario Draghi the dragon. Now that time, now he rule. Now euro come strong past dollar them. But mostly if you they see, people they see down on Italy because we they see say now here now be our first center. So nobody care. But Italy is the third biggest economy for Europe. Why EU? They fear where they vest. Say Giorgia Meloni now win. Because they know say all the presidents where they come, the prime minister where they come, Conte them, they feel they use their head. But the likes of Salvini, the likes of this Giorgia Meloni, is speech wherein they give. That's why even the president of the EU board, the chairman of the EU, that woman Van der Leyen, they agree with Giorgia Meloni because say if Giorgia Meloni come, highest, they go say they go sanction Italy. Because some of all these EU countries, like Hungary, them where they break the EU law, they go say we don't sanction you. Because now, look something. This war where come Ukraine. EU waiting when I go find. Waiting concern on Ukraine with Russia, now they get their problem. Ukraine, not join EU member states. In with Russia, now they share border. Now they fight. Now start sanction. Now the sanction is affecting Italy because Russia they agree they bring all these gas things where Italy they collect. And now they know say as Giorgia Meloni don't win, he go tell them say he go remove all the sanctions where they don't put on Russia, meaning they trade with Russia, meaning they get a gas. Now see euro in the fall and American dollar they high. The Americans will cause the fight because the Europe leaders they were corrupt, they quiet. Now America can't cause the fight. Now dollar don't high past euro, which doesn't make sense. So if you sit down, they look Europe, their politics or the EU member state, the way that they use the Italy head. Sometimes if you don't take care, you will say maybe the Italians they are racist, but sometimes they feel pain. Say some things where they agree where you go come affect the Italy. Now we will not go accept. And this message when Giorgia Meloni he make. Especially to France president, it makes sense. France president, it cause many calamity for Africa countries, especially the French countries. Look UK. So things where Buhari them they do for Ghana, you think say UK government they know they see, but because they know percentage where they collect for that Africa, who the leader where they lead, so they no go talk. They no go talk. They are all citizens. They arrest them, kidnap and go back to Nigeria. Waiting the UK parliament to do. Because they know the interest where they get for these corrupt leaders in Africa. Because every year, you get money where with the English country where UK colonize us, they give them. But they say we are free. That's why Giorgia Meloni say, if truly when I say Africa people don't get freedom, France, no go Africa again. UK, leave Africa people. America, no leave Africa people. If you not leave them, they did their land, they use their oil, their fuel, their everything. They know where they run, they call Italy. Now, Giorgia Meloni still make one statement. Say sometimes people they talk as if they know they think. Now, the statement is, he said, if Europe, una say, una need asylum seekers, una need migrant, more na go Venezuela. The Venezuela, he dey on a territory here. People, they hungry, they die. Why una no go, they carry them, they come as asylum seekers? Who they Africa? Where una know they, una with them, na see, una border. Now them now they do say una love. Una all people, look it this way. The statement, you would think is a racist statement, but still look it this way. For example, your house, they don't dark. Your mama not eat. Your papa never eat. Your wife, your children, you yourself, food never there for you. Now, the little food or money where you get, now you carry on. Now you go give your neighbor them, say, may they cook, may they eat. You get sense? That's the question Giorgia Meloni, they ask you. Say, as we say, we love. Venezuela here, they be one of the hungry where people, they die because of hunger. But we know they feel they rescue them. Now, Africa people, because we know the calamity where Macron, they cause for Africa. So this statement, to me, waiting Giorgia Meloni, he fired to the EU. It makes sense. And I know say, true, we the migrants, we the fear him because of his harshness. But I believe, say, as time goes on, we go know say some of the things where he go do for the EU too. Maybe at the end of the day, we go still get some benefits. Every day they talk. If they say they want to arrest criminals, if you know say you know they commit crime, I hope say you don't go panic. So the countryside, so far as you they go your work, if they do anything where they say may they do, you know they do anything where they say may they not do. I hope say no panic, no fear. The laws go come, but we go conquer the laws. So now waiting Giorgia Meloni, they talk. He say the EU, their law, they don't do one. But as in they come, he not care about their decree, he not care about their law. He come to protect Italy. So anything where he go do, where Italy go stand as Italy where they know, now he go do. So Macron then made lie down. If Macron he need love or he like Africa people, may he come out in hand for all the African country where they go, they commit calamity for them. Look Libya. People way back 2008, 2010, 2006, they dey Libya. People where they Libya said they don't feel like to come Europe because that time, $1 now one dinar. $1 is to one dinar. They live good life, but the Oyibo, the France president, they see say no. Why Africa country they develop like that? Now they twist and say Gaddafi no good oh, Gaddafi do this so. Now see Libya. Before Obama come out as a president, he said the only thing where he regret for in life, now that fight where they go cause for Libya, where they kill Gaddafi. Now be the regret waiting he don't do where he regret. Because that time he think say if they take over Gaddafi, Libya go better. But see Libya today. See today, they feel repair the Libya. That shows you how corrupt the EU leaders, some of them, they be. Let's see. The countryside we don't already did. If it better, if the Italy better, the economy stand, everything work day. I hope say it will still help we the asylum seekers where we did the countryside. If you come, share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Then the waiting will help you every time. If we did here, you go get the notification and also contribute your own. Now, let's go to the tax return. That's the most important thing where I want we talk about. Tax return. What is tax return? And why do asylum seekers need to do the tax return? As I said, it will end on the 30th for some of the workers. So listen it carefully so that you go feel understand everything, you go feel go apply before on the 30th of this month. If you come, share the video, like the video, and also subscribe to the platform. Okay, the starting is income tax return. If you are a migrant or a refugee working in Italy or receiving a pension, you may need to submit the income tax return, Dichiarazione del Redditi in Italian, to the Italian Revenue Agency, Agenzia dell'Entrata in Italian. The Dichiarazione dei Redditi is an annual tax and an accounting document to inform Italians tax authority of your income and paid tax. It refers to an income received during the previous year. So, as they explained, the income tax, now tax will be like say, you need to submit every year. Maybe Agenzia dell'Entrata, they know your work where you they do, your boss, how you they pay your tax. the tax, whether you pay her correct, whether you pay her rich, whether they pay, whether no be scam, they do. So if you submit now there you go know everything about your tax and the returns will come out. In Italy, a procedure and a form vary depending on whether you are an employee or pensioner or self-employed. You can use this article to learn more about it. What is it for? Certificato Unico, tax return for employees and pensioners. Sette 30 form, tax returns for independent workers, redditi personale fisiche. What is dichiarazione di redditi? So now we want to speak about the dichiarazione di redditi. Why do you need to do it if you know you are working in Italy? Submitting a dichiarazione di redditi allows you to deduct certain expenses from your taxable income, which includes medical expenses, for example, medical visit, drugs, medical equipment. Note that the expenses must be above 129.11 euro per a year to be deducted, and you must ask to enter your codice fiscale on the receipt when paying. So the tax return, if you won't go do one, for example, you go hospital, you go do text, maybe you go do text for PP, text for somewhere, any test where you go do, maybe your region, or you know they work, so the test where you they do for hospital, you they pay. Mind you, if you they camp, your mind they tell you say if you do a test for or exam for hospital, they know they pay, but because you they camp, now camp people they settle that matter, now make you know they know. So all those things, the receipt, if you won't go request the tax return, you need to put that. That's why if you won't go buy any medicine for drugstore, you need to use your codice fiscale so that it go read on it. So if you want to do your tax return, those money where you spend for the hospital or the drugstore, they go look up to bring the tax return to you. So, for example, your rental fees, education expenses, for example, school and also university fees, sports fees for children between 5 to 18 years old. So, for example, maybe you get children where they do sports and they pay 5 years to 18 years. All those BB where you pay, you will put everything to submit for the tax return. When submitting your tax return declaration, you can attach all invoice, receipt, copies of bank transfers, and also checks issued to deduct expenses depending on the income tax return form that you fill out and the checkbox you select. You can receive a refund in your paycheck on your bank account, or you may use the credit to pay other taxes. So, for example, if you do the tax return as this September day, you do one, they will pay next year. So, depending your expenses where you do for the whole year and the work where you work with the tax where you pay, now you will determine how much money the government will give you. That's why if you do the tax return, you go use some of your friend, they will say I receive 800, some they will say I receive 400, some they say 200, some they say 300, depending your things where you submit. Now you go determine the amount where Bila say they must pay you. Please consider that if you had only one employer last year and you did not have any deductible expenses, you do not need to submit the tax return because the certificazione unica your employer sent to the Agenzia dell'Entrata is already proof of your income and the paid tax. So at the end of the year, you know, say that they bring us food. So if you, maybe for example, say your boss, no only one contract you signed, your boss, the one where he said go give the Agenzia dell'Entrata, have already declare your tax return where people say they know everything about you. I define where the date there because I don't want to read more. I define the date when it will expire for people where they do self-employed. Now their own I define. People wey be like say una be employee, for example, you dey work for any company, under any company, where the company no be you by yourself, get the partita, the IVA, your own. Now this September 30th, it will expire. So for example, you dey work for farm, you dey work for fabrica, you dey work for restaurants, you dey do badante, all those type of work by the ending of this September, now your own go expire. So you need to go send the application before on the 30th. Before on the 30th. If you go any CAF for Italy here, you can't say you won't do your declarazione de redditi. You understand? They know everything and they will put you through. And they try now find out where the date day, because and the form, for example, if you by yourself you won't fill the form for yourself, I will put the form also in the WhatsApp group so that you can also apply do it by yourself. If you are employee pensioner last year, you can also use this. I define the date for the other people where they do their own personal job, but the date now know they see the particular place where the date. If you they do normal job on the 30th, you need to submit it. If you they work by yourself, yes. So by submitting the settled renter, you must submit the settled renter to the Agenzia dell'Entrata by 30th September each year. So by 30th of September each year, you need to submit for the people who will say when they work for under a company, when they work under a company. The other one, they try to figure out, but the news is too long. Okay, so if you do maybe, for example, your own work, or you be a pensioner, you understand, you need to submit it by by November 30th, by 30th of November, you understand. So if you want to submit the redditi, declarazione di redditi, you need to submit it by November 30th. People will, let's say, they be pensioners also, maybe they receive pension money, you understand. So those people too, by on the 30th, they can also submit their own. But I know say most of una where they work under company. So if you know say you they work under company, you never do the declaration, the redditi, the settled renter, you go to the CAF and tell them, say you won't come do your settled renter or the declaration, the redditi. If you go, they go do one for you. Depending the amount or things where you submit, now you go differ the money where they go give you. If you do one, they pay the money. Next year you go receive your money. It be like bonus affito where they do. People where una they pay house rent, where una get una own house contract, where una get una own house contract. Now we dey September, October, November. If you dey under Piemonte, you dey under Torino, the region of Torino, Piemonte, if you go to your commune, go request for it, and that one today go pay you in next year, May, now they go pay. How that one work is very simple. For example, if every month you they pay house rent 400 euro, the government or the commune go pay 200 euro for you. So for example, you they pay 400 times 10, which is 4,000 euro. Next year they will give you 2,000 euro. So that's how it is for the bonus affito. Now November you go submit your application. Make sure say all the house rent where you they pay, you get your receipt there. The house rent where you they pay, the receipt day, because with the receipt now you go use they go submit the application. Mind you, if you day camp, you are not included. If you they rent house for person hand and you not get house contract, you are not included. Only people where they go feed do now, people where they their own house, where they pay their own house rent, where they get house contract, valid house contract. If you dey commune house, you not join, they not go pay you because you are already receiving support from commune. Any work at all where you do, you are qualified to do the bonus affito. Mind you, I said if you are in Piemonte, which is Torino here, for example, Provincia di Asti, Provincia di Alessandra, all those provincia where they under this thing, Piemonte region, those people owner can submit. The other region like Milano, they do their own, but their date is different. So if you go to your region, their website, you understand, if you dey Lombardia, you set your website bonus affito Lombardia. If you come out, you go see the date where that side they do one. Are they Torino? That's why I know about Torino. But maybe tomorrow evening, by this time, I'll try to figure out every region and the date and the time where you go figure submit your own and how every region own take the work, so that you when you get house contract you can also get the bonus afito. If you come like this, we dey do the video, share the video, may it reach your friend, a friend to a friend, so that the video, the wider audience can also get access to all the information and things where they need to know about the country. So my people, we are still waiting the update from Giorgia Meloni, and as she have won every time, day in day out, any update from her camp we will try to drop for you. Nobody should panic about I won't go renew my paper, or how this person will come, the paper will come out, or I don't put my paper for renewal, and they fear the paper will come out. For now, no law have been approved, no law have even taken to parliament. Now they won't arrange who go dey this position, who go dey this position, who go be this, who go be that. So now nothing like panic. If you do sanatorial, you get your appointment, nothing cancel. If you renew your paper, they don't give you date for thumb printing, nothing changer. So no panic on anything where you don't start, because now there is no decree, there is no law which have been approved or even taken to parliament. So that's how it is for today. Thank you for watching the video. May God bless you for sharing and liking the video. Until next time, adios.